At MiWay, we're always planning ahead to improve transit in Mississauga. As the city grows, we want to make it easier and faster for people to get where they need to go. Right now, we're sharing our MiWay 5 Plus Plan, a roadmap for how it will improve transit service between 2026 and 2030. The goal is to build a better network with more frequent service and easier connections. Let's take a quick look at the proposed network changes. Firstly, our express routes. We're expanding our express network to help people travel faster across the city. These routes make fewer stops and run on major corridors like Derry Road and Mavis Road. We're also bringing back the Route 100 Airport Express. By 2030 or sooner, express buses will run at a minimum from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. on weekdays. On the weekends, buses will run at a minimum from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. They'll run every 15 minutes or better during weekday core hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and every 20 minutes or better during the weekend core hours from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Secondly, our core routes. Our core routes provide frequent local service on major corridors. We're adjusting some of these routes to strengthen the grid network, so it's easier to transfer between buses and reach your destination. Many of the core network routes will also be realigned to prepare for the introduction of the Hazel-McCallion line. Buses will run on weekdays at a minimum from 5 a.m. to 11 p.m. and on weekends from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. Core routes will have 2 tiers of service and are designated based on ridership demand and network needs. Routes designated into the Tier 1 core category will have higher service frequencies to match the high demand on busy corridors. Tier 1 core routes will run every 15 minutes or better during weekday core hours from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and every 20 minutes or better on weekend core hours from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. Tier 2 core routes will cater to rush hour ridership on other major corridors and more closely align service levels with fluctuations in ridership throughout the day. Tier 2 core routes will run every 20 minutes or better during weekday rush hours, every 30 minutes or better during weekday midday hours, and every 30 minutes or better during the weekend core hours. Next, our residential routes. These routes travel through residential areas, connecting neighborhoods to key destinations and major transit hubs. Routes will be streamlined to reduce duplication with core routes. Residential routes will run at a minimum from 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. on the weekdays and at a minimum from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. on the weekends. They'll run every 30 minutes or better during weekday rush hours, midday, and weekend core hours. And finally, our employment circulator routes. These routes are designed to help people reach employment areas across the city by providing direct connections between major transit hubs such as Kipling, Westwood, Renforth Station, and Clarkson GO Station to employment areas. These routes will run at a minimum during the weekday morning and afternoon rush hour periods, and as needed during all other times based on ridership demand. They'll run every 15 minutes or better during the weekday rush hour periods. With better service, faster routes, and easier connections, we're working to build a transit system that's ready for Mississauga's future. Help shape the final plan and share your feedback on myvoice.ca.